Hey my immortal nerds, today we will take a look at an all-class guide for Trial of the Hordes. Why do some guys always have 5 more mobs than you? How should you tackle this mode? And which build types and gems works best? And why should you do this mode at all? All of that and a small present for all barbarians among you at the end of this video. So let's play! First, Trial of the Hordes is a nice grind combo. With the new mods you can farm, the open world provides you a good income for those materials. It's not only the Rhodolite that is interesting, all other mods as well, as you often get a 3/3 legendary item with the regular craft as well. So Trial of the Hordes doesn't pull you to Westmark after and before games. You can roam freely in the open world and wait for the matches that sometimes take a bit to happen. So enough time for farming, making a game and return to the farm. By this, the mode doesn't get boring. Plus, most Hordes build are anyway open world farm builds. So enjoy the farm and this game mode together. Second important point, you don't have to know everything. Even if you cannot click on the avatar icon of your enemy, you can check out the enemies by directly clicking them. So wait at the window, click them directly and open their inventory. This helps you with a quick screenshot to analyze their approach. This is helpful especially if you are facing the same opponent more often and keep losing. This game mode is not about resonance, it's about speed, builds and tactics. So third point, your playstyle is important. Speed and range is what matters most in this mode. You need to reach as many mobs as possible directly when they spawn. Kill them if possible while taking no damage. This isn't always easy, but because it's class internal, your opponents are facing the same issues as you do. What helps you winning are persistent ground effects that damage mobs while you are already engaging the next ones. Movement speed is king, and a solid burst. It doesn't need to be a crazy damage hit, just a good solid hit that kills them most of the times. And this brings us to the dot gems. Those are normally working really nice with any dots from your attacks and ground effects. Together with the Paragon Tree Slayer to spread your dots to enemies that you didn't reach directly makes really the difference. Utilize all dot gems they are, from Torment to Jade, Viper to a prolonged gem like a myserie elixier. The new Colossus gem is a nice addition, auxing it is totally fine. The movement speed and the skill damage helps you to win this mode. So be a fast monster killing machine, focus on regular open world tactics for your class and add some knockup or CC if you can to stay safe. Point number 5, bots are your friends. You can easily identify them by the name and the missing clan tag. It's obvious most of the time, trust me. Those guys lose early if you don't totally mess it up. So after 1 to 3 minutes, depending on how many people are queued, not finding any enemy, you'll normally get mapped with a bot. Doing those battles will always grant you like 50 points. This means as you want to climb the ladder, you normally just get 20 to 25 points per battle from regular enemies. Bots means more points, faster progression and an early end of your grind. So be happy if you get mapped with a bot. Now we get to the big elephant in the room. There is a buggy behavior, nearly since the start of this game mode. You can get an additional first wave if you are doing the right things. This was reported many times to the developers, but it is still not solved. And as many players are using it, it is only fair now to open this to all of you. It can be triggered accidentally too, and it can be triggered by both sides. So yeah, it's now on you to decide how to handle this behavior. Things you need to do. Stand behind the first mob pack. A few seconds before the spawn, activate all passive skills that will directly kill them. Keep your primary pressed and wait for the kill. It's still a discussion if the primary spam or the kill before they actually hit the ground leads to the additional wave. But now you have to move towards the mid and receive your extra 5 mobs. That's the whole magic. Point number 7 to rule over this game mode. Eyes on the map. You need to focus your movement on the red dots of the map. Sometimes you lose time because there's still one mob left at the corner, or it's not clear which mobs are alive and which one is already down. So keep your eyes up there. To do so, you should anyway increase the size of your map. This is very important for PvP. It helps you to find the enemies and to do the right movement, but it helps you here as well. So settings, interface, big map, go for it. We are getting now closer to the end of the match, and as we improved our performance already a lot with all of those points, we will face enemies that are smart too and reach the max of 364 mobs or 369 with the bug. Then it comes down to a challenge of damage received. So how much damage did actually the mobs deal to you? This little counter at the top. The less, the better. To reduce the damage you receive, you need shields. From the cat pet to paragon, slayer, harbinger, warden, whatever, everything that brings you shields. This should be in your thinking process. Heal is nice and good, but then the damage is already done and you cannot win a tie. So shields are better for this modes. Then you will win the craziest ties with your enemies. Tip number 9. Save the last orbs. Often it comes down to a very close endgame, where you both are still alive. The last 2 waves will decide now who wins. To get this last challenge moving into your direction, orb management is the key. Orbs will vanish after a while once they appear, so use all early orbs ASAP to generate pressure with the additional mob waves you can send to your enemy. But once we reach 40 seconds before the end, leave all of those orbs on the ground. Wait until we reach the 15 seconds until the end. And then pick up those bad boys, Frenzy or the Chain Lightning are the bests, and use them to kill the last 2 waves faster than your enemy. By doing so, you will often win by 1 to 2 kills. So keep an eye on the watch and keep an eye on your orbs. A fixed movement pattern here will help you on this so that you don't accidentally collect those last orbs. Let's get now to the point where we talk about the why. Why should you invest your time in this game mode? Of course, it's a nice competition with others in your class, but there's a reward waiting for you as well. That's worth it. Once you reach Gold 1 League, you get a mystery equipment item box. The same box can be achieved again if you are within the top 100 players in this game mode, which is normally totally easy to achieve by only doing 3 to 5 games. This box can be stored in your in-mail. Do not claim it until you reach the next 100th level for the next difficulty. If you do so, the boxes hold guaranteed new essences for you. This is why some people have all of the new stuff in the new season like 5 minutes after the patch. If you claim them before to your inventory, your chance is gone. So start accepting the red dot on your mails. And now finally, a goodie for all Barbarian lovers out there. Check out this OP farm and Hordes build. Let's go into a quick tour. We take the classic demoralize feature of resolving damage with the Lion's Mane, the Whirling, Howl, Iron Tusk and Promised Sunrise to give us crit, speed and everything and resolve our stuff. We go with the Spears, Shackle Fate and Barbarian Talons to give us a damage buff, and of course the pull mechanic to get everything to our position, and we combine it with the Sprint, Hell's Legacy with the Fire Trail to reach mobs that are out of our reach where we already have passed, so at the whole other end of the map reach enemies out there, and Sundered Legacy with the Burn Aura to just deal a huge amount of damage and resolve it of course with the Demoralize. We combine it with the dot jams, myserie elixier to prolong every dot, roiling for crit, vipers, torment, jade for the dots, and the vipers especially for spreading dot if it runs off. together with a Slayer, perfect tree, Paragon tree for this build. We go with the Contagious, so every dot that is gone because enemy is killed or it's just a one-off, it spreads itself to nearby enemies. Means everything we did not hit get hit by this spread effect. So wonderfully working for our build here. And we take the shield as an additional effect to not receive any damage, and the immunity to knock up, which is very cool for the big falling guys that could stop us and actually make us get damage. With this build, I normally get 0 damage in the whole Hordes event. So try it. We combine it with the sets of Angmet to resolve, Baron to prolong the dots, and Vithus to prolong our beneficial effects to be just active. And 4/4 Eternal Wrath Essence helps you here to just deal more damage on the spot where you pull the people. So try out this build, it's working very, very nicely. It's a very good open world build as well. Try it out, I love it. After all, I really like this game mod. It's a very nice chance to challenge other barbarians, and I really appreciate the boxes as a reward. With the new open world farm, this is a nice combo between the 2 game modes that opens a new kind of daily grind for me. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If so, please like and subscribe to get more content like this. See you soon, my friends.